and welcome back to the Nova Project. I'm your host as ever, Peppermint, joined once more by the Obsidian Nook slash ASMR, who was busy doing something else to say hello, so hello. But yeah, we're back. We're back with another review, taking a break from the light-hearted fun that we've done in recent times. Do you have to make so much noise?
Sorry, I was looking for soothers. My throat is sore.
Yeah, ironically after this
I,
film.
I think I've caught like another fucking bug again.
You always have bugs. Yeah, we are doing Us this week, the second Jordan Peele film. It's his second film, but because they're not all together, it doesn't count as a series. So we didn't have to do Get Out first to do this film, is what I mean.
Well, I remember seeing this one at the cinemas, but I didn't really.
You saw this at the cinemas? Or do you mean you saw it in trailers?
The advertisement, the posters, and I didn't really understand it. And the weirdest thing about this is because as soon as you said that this director did the Nope film,
Which we have on DVD, we'll do that at some point.
I was more interested in seeing that at the cinema, but I never got around to it. But for some reason, this one I saw the trailers, everything, but I never went and saw it.
I never saw it
Um,
either. It was one I was interested in watching, but it wasn't until 2019 that I ended up watching it. I think it came out 2018. I'll have to double check that. But yeah, I was on a plane to New York. That is as far as we will go for that because it's not pleasant reasons why. Was at the time, isn't anymore. But yeah, I was just doing. I can't remember how long the flight was, but it was a while. And then it was this film's 2 hours, and I still watched
it's
some
a
other stuff.
really trippy film, and I really want to kind of reference Triangle for that because they were both.
Now I have the triangle from when we did that fucking
Well, I
ages
feel like
ago.
they're both like slight trippy
It's a film
stuff.
that makes you think, and you have to think about a lot of stuff, and there's a
Because
lot
I
of different twists.
I had to watch that like I think before I understood it fully. I think I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times, and then I had to go on Wikipedia.
And find your
And I
answers.
feel like with this film, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I kind of there's still bits I don't understand. So I think I'm gonna have to watch
No, we
it
did that
again.
2 years ago.
Crazy.
Triangle,
I think
sorry.
I'm gonna have to watch this a couple of more times for it to fully sink in. And you know that's how a film's done well when you're like
When you want to rewatch
when
it.
you're doing your research and you're having to watch it more than once to try and gather the plot. But I mean, it's about doppelgangers, which is interesting. I think I've read a book about doppelgangers, which is weird.
Yes. Copies, basically. Except obviously this is,
Which leaves a lot of unanswered questions.
as they are called in the film, the tethered. The good and the bad, essentially. One half had good lives and the other shit lives, and had to live out basically total opposites of one another. Yeah, that's basically the simple way of doing it. Everyone, as far as we can tell, everyone has a. They're not hell bent on taking over just their lives, because initially it seems, oh, they're just targeting themselves, but then, like when they go to their friend's house and they're already dead, they don't. Like their doppelgangers don't go, oh, we won't attack them because they're not us. Ah, I said the line. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but my main question was like because they all have a copy each, and as long as the good kill the evil ones, then they get to kind of live on. But then I
Kind of.
was
I don't
like,
think they'll be actively hunted.
but that's well at the time I think when it was made there was 7 billion people on the planet according to Google. It's now 8 point something.
Yeah, we don't know the full scale of how
Um,
big.
so can
Um,
you imagine they the evil basically attack anyone as well who gets in their way?
yeah.
And then, not only have you got to kill your own copy, but there's like millions of others to deal with.
Yeah, we don't know. It's never made clear how big the scale of things is. It doesn't. You don't know if it's worldwide or if it's just in America. I mean, there's the thing at the start about all the tunnels. I'm assuming just America, but surely like NATO would be able to come in and just annihilate these fucking like doubles. Because you're just bringing like our military to just gun down everyone because they ain't got any double. But we don't know. We don't know the full scale. Realistically, it probably could be cleared up with government just mowing them down. But this does take place over like 2 days, and there are helicopters shown at the end. So
get the right people.
yeah, but they're all dressed in red jumpsuits anyway. As long as you're not like a mechanic or something that works in red jumpsuits, you'll be fine. But yeah, change the rules of engagement, start dropping napalm on cities and shit. Burn them out. Get underground.
The graphics were good.
The graphics? What, you mean the film just looks good? We're not talking about a game.
I don't know why I do that.
You just use words.
Well, yeah, because I'm not being funny. Some TV things we've watched from the past, from like many years ago, have been a bit fuzzy and shit.
Well, yes, because, you know, technology gets better over the years.
Yeah, just old. 60.
You're a gilf. You're not. You're nearly 30.
But yeah, I'm just saying it's good, like, quality, good storyline. Kept me interested because I went on my phone.
And the score is really good as well. Especially when, like, both versions
I
is...
think it's on DVD, so that answers that question.
I think we do, but it's also on Netflix. I can't remember. I can't remember if I've got... We've got Nook on DVD, but I've got it's on DVD. Maybe. I don't know. But for convenience, we just opened Netflix up. Excuse me. The joys of doing one take and being up since like 8 o'clock. But yeah.
But the other thing that baffles me as well is like when the little boy is, because like I then thought about this, and I was like, the little boy, when he's killing his doppelganger, he reverses back. So basically, he managed to control his doppelganger into backing into fire that the evil one started. And I'm just like, if that's how you can control them with your movement, surely wouldn't that be easier to get everybody to kill their doppelgangers that way?
Yeah, did you realise that his doppelganger was never actually aggressive to him? He never tried to kill him or anything. To blow. And then obviously I suppose because he's the youngest, he hasn't had time to be like indoctrinated, I guess, like Red, as she's called, did with all the others, all the adults. So maybe he was still under that influence of doing exactly the same thing as the other person, which is my guess. But also, it set up a trap for him to get injured for Red to try and kill. Red, sorry. For spoilers there. The quote evil one to kidnap her son. So maybe, yeah, it's not all explained, but with Jordan Peele, his films, this one is probably, well, we haven't seen Nope, I've seen Get Out. This one's more asking questions than Get Out. Get Out was a trip of a film. I need to track that down from somewhere.
I kind of feel like they didn't show any, like, no offense to depressed people, but like the doppelgangers where people just stay at home and don't do much.
It's just, there's still ones in the tunnel, like napping, like your doppelganger would just be asleep somewhere.
Or reading a book.
Or reading a book, yeah. It's Get Out on Prime. Oh, it's Reynolds. Okay, but yeah. But I think the acting's really good. The family have such a good chemistry. They have a good laugh. Elizabeth Moss and Tim Heidecker as their friends. who clearly hate each other but are married to each other. It's good fun, and even like the black comedy, like
They did have some music that like everyone can recognise. Some jokes like what was it? Home Alone got referenced.
because the kids were really young, they have no.
Something else, but I've forgotten it.
Oh, and the bit where Kitty, I think her name is, Elizabeth Moss's character is crawling away and tries to get their version of Alexa to call. And it starts by fuck the police instead. It's good stuff. It's dark, but also, and when he reaches his hand down to give her his hand, then he just goes nah. Yeah, it shows Jordan Peele's like comedic background from what he did Key and like those influences are still there. And well done to the cast for playing themselves twice, but two completely different characters. Because for the most part, though the scenes where they're all together is two separate shots combined.
Yeah, the filming was interesting as well.
What do you mean?
Like how they did the shot.
Oh, cinematography. Yeah, let me use the adult word.
I don't know.
Yeah, clearly.
But you know how like the shots are smooth, but they slide over very quickly. It's impressive they're doing that.
The fight choreography
But what I'm
is really
saying
good.
is often that I've seen the film, whatever that word you use, in films where it's very smooth, but also it seems like it was filmed in one take in certain scenes.
It might have been
So
one
like
like a
you
long
can
time.
horror stuff, and you could see the camera like following the back. That felt like that was done in one take, and it was very smooth. And then, I don't know if it's just something that I just noticed or not.
Oh no. Share your thoughts, that's the whole point. But yeah. This one, well, not to say Get Out was a bad. This one has a lot of him getting out of his element and shit. I mean, Get Out is a weird film. Nope, I've seen stuff online about, and that's also weird. He has a lot of potential to make some really good horror. This was definitely more of an action than a horror. Like, there was a lot of murder, but there were some good moments of suspense, like where they're stood in the driveway, and Winston Duke is just yelling random like obscenities at them to try and skip. Yeah, it's good stuff. The comedy's good as well. It's dark, but it's good, and it makes you think about a lot of shit. It's quite scary, really. But yeah, that's about it. It's good shit. Would you get it on DVD if we possibly didn't already?
I wouldn't say it's my favourite, but if it's on a streaming service and we fancy a film, I would definitely watch it again.
You would consider it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as I say, it was trippy, but I would be open to watching it again just for the sake of being able to get my head around, the theory of it.
Having a rewatch and being able to make
Like I
out.
say, it's going that we do watch it more than once, and then eventually it will click in.
Hopefully.
Yeah, the mechanics aren't working up yet.
They'll get there eventually. But yeah, I think that's about it. We'll do our best kill. The worst kill can easily go to the many off-screen kills that are just dead bodies around. Best kill is a difficult one. Most people are stabbed to death. I think I'm gonna give it to Gabe's doppelganger, who gets absolutely shredded by a boat. It's mostly just blood and water, but the idea of it is pretty brutal. Either that or the son's doppelganger that after. How about you?
I was gonna give it to the girl who got pushed over the thingy and left on the glass table. That sounded like
She survived that. She's the
I know
one who
she
got up and
survived
attacked
that.
him.
Because they weren't really like weren't really blood or guts to me. Like,
It's nasty still.
I didn't really think about it, the ins and outs of it, so didn't really like, you know. I'm just gonna leave the best and worst kill for you.
Okay. Well, fair enough. I mean, you pick whatever you want. I mean, you don't have to agree with.
I'm just gonna give it to the one who fell over the table and then got killed again later on.
Okay, fair enough. Well, there you go. That about does it. It's quite hot in here, surprisingly. I think it's because of you, because you put on about 100 blankets when we want something. But yeah, I've been your host, as ever, Purple Midnight 8. Thank you ever so much for joining us again. I've been joined by the Obsidian Nook / PLSMR, whose links you can find in the description alongside all of them. And I will see you next time.